It's been a little over a month since we started our Ultimate Ranger recovery build, and if you remember back a few episodes, we gave our whip one heck of a facelift and a serious attitude adjustment. With help from our friends at Rubber Down Customs, we were able to quickly and cost-effectively lift the Ranger to new heights through the use of a shock mount extension lift system, whereby hugely increasing our ground clearance and allowing us to mount up a beautiful set of ITP chrome beadlock rims with monstrous Mud Light XXL 30-inch rubber. The combination has caused quite a fuss around the Dirt Trax office, as everyone is blown away with how big our rig looks and how quickly it came together with simple to install bolt-on accessories. Now that we've reached the right cabin altitude, we need to start thinking about getting stuck with a beast of this size, because your average 2,500 pound corner store winch just ain't gonna do the job if we get this thing stuck. For this job, we need something a little more special. When I think of an ATV winch, one company comes to mind immediately, and that's because of their years of history in this business and their dedication to never letting off the throttle in winching technology. That company is Warn, and have provided us with an incredible selection of cool, but more importantly functional parts to trick out our recovery Ranger. And to start it off, we'll be tearing down the front bumper to replace it with something very different. The combination winch mount and bumper design that we're using will replace the stock factory tube design. This is a pre-runner style and it's made out of plate steel, so it's a lot stronger and it's got way more function because we can mount the winch directly to it. The removal of the factory bumper is pretty straightforward. While Polaris does a great job with their factory designs, I'm realizing they aren't meant for the extreme recovery that we'll be asking them to do. With all the factory pieces removed, we can now set into the rebuild with our custom bumper. Well, truth be told, before I mount the bumper to the Ranger, I need to take a closer look at how this bumper works, because it doesn't just do the job of a bumper, it's a winch mount as well, and we have one serious winch to mount to it. Say hello to my new best friend, the Warn XT40. This winch has it all, from a 4,000 pound line pull rating to a 50-foot lightweight, easy to handle synthetic rope. On the technology side, Warn gives it all away with a wireless remote, vehicle mountable toggle switch, completely sealed drivetrain for ultimate durability, and some extra special features like an all-metal 3-stage planetary gear train, patented disc brake, and a super efficient motor that helps reduce battery drain, a huge benefit when running the winch for long periods of time. Warn designs their bumpers and winches to work seamlessly together. Step 1 is to install the subframe, which I've already gone ahead and done. The next step is to take the bumper and place it onto that subframe and finish up with installing the winch onto the top of the bumper. The process is straightforward and easy to accomplish. Utilizing most of the factory mounting locations, the bumper fits up very nicely to the front of the Ranger and installs without any surprises. The overall look of the front end is quite different once mounted up and delivers a twofold attack of functionality and rugged good looks. The ease of wiring a winch is totally dependent on the vehicle that you own. The Ranger has all of the important stuff, including the battery, directly under the front hood flap, meaning that it's super simple to put our winch, lights, or a stereo into this vehicle. If something looks different under the hood, it might be the fact that we've gone ahead and installed a full-size Series 34 marine gel battery with dual post hookups for all the extra stuff we'll be installing. Directly back from the wiring compartment is the dash panel, and passing wires through is simple and easy to do. The final step for today comes by way of a skid plate. Warn makes body armor, A-arm protection, skid plates, and rock sliders for pretty much any side-by-side out there. While the stock plastic skid works good for everyday use, we need to know the engine and driveline will be protected and continue to work even in the worst situations. When mud is up to the seats, there's no room for error, and Warn has us covered with this easy-to-install body armor. Today's install gave us added protection up front and underneath the Ranger, while also adding the ability to winch ourselves or others out if we get stuck. But what if winching forwards isn't an option? Tune in next week as we shed some light on the recovery Ranger from a different direction.